Hey you guys, I am going to show you another origami tutorial. If you like the swan last time, I know Reagan made the swan, she told us. If you had a hard time with the swan because it was tricky, this might be a little bit easier. I'm going to show you how to make two things, but I'm not going to tell you right away what they are. You're going to have to watch and see if you can figure out along the way what they're supposed to be. So, like with the swan, like with most origami, we're going to start with a square piece of paper. But I'm going to tell you something now that I didn't tell you last time that I should have probably mentioned in the swan video. That if you don't have a square paper, if you just have paper like this that's a rectangle, we can make this into a square paper pretty easily. You just have to kind of be careful. You're going to take a corner and you're going to fold it all the way down to the bottom of the page. So we don't want to fold it like this. We don't want to fold it like this. We want to try and make it so that this side is lined up straight with this side. All right, so I'm going to touch this corner to the bottom of the page, and I'm going to fold that. And if it's not completely perfect, that's fine. If you mess up a little bit, you can unfold it and fold it again. But as long as it looks mostly square, we'll be all right. So now I have this. This is not a square, but it's getting there. We have this piece here that we don't want. So if you have scissors, you can cut this off. If you don't have scissors, or if you're not allowed to use them, you can just fold it over and fold this little piece down so you can't see it. But I'm going to cut mine off, and you're going to cut right along that line there. As careful as you can, nice and straight. And you can ask a grown-up to help you with this too, even if you want to make sure your paper's nice and square. So if you did that, you have this fold in the middle, but if you didn't, if you just have a square piece of paper, we need to make that fold. So you're going to take the opposite corners and you're going to bring them together, and you're going to have a triangle. You're going to fold it nice and flat. You have a triangle like you cut your sandwich in half. So now what we're going to do is we have these skinny corners. We're going to take these skinny corners and fold them down like this. And it doesn't really matter how far you fold them. You can make them a little longer than this, or you can make them a little shorter, but you want to try to make them about the same size as each other. So this is what I have right now, and it's kind of starting to look like something. So now we're going to flip it over. We have this back now. We're going to take the bottom corner and we're going to fold it up just a little bit. Maybe about that much. And we're going to take the top and kind of do the same thing. We're going to fold it down just a teeny tiny bit, not as far as we did with the bottom, just a little bit. So this is what the back of our paper looks like now. And our folding is done. So we have this. Does it kind of look like something yet? If it doesn't, I'm going to show you with my marker. I'm going to draw on it. We have eyes. We have a nose. And we have a mouth. We have a dog. And if you want to leave it white like the paper is, you can leave it white, or you can color it. You can color it in like your own dog if you have a dog, or you can color it to look like golly. You can make brown spots. But this is how we make a dog. It's a pretty easy dog. It might take a little bit of practice to get it right. But this is something that I used to make all the time when I was a kid. And the next thing we're going to make is pretty similar to this. It's almost the same way we made this. It's just a little bit different. We're going to start with our square paper again, and we're going to do that same fold that we did, where we take the opposite corners Bring them together, make our triangle sandwich paper. And we're going to once again take these skinny corners, but this time we're going to fold them pretty far down. So see how I folded that almost so it's as far down as this? And we're going to do that with both sides. And we're going to hold it this way. Right now it kind of looks almost like a tulip, like some kind of flower. And we're going to take this top, this middle piece right here, and we're still holding it so these flaps are on the front. We're going to take this middle piece and fold it down. And then we're going to turn it over. Now what's it starting to look like? I'm going to draw on this one with my marker. You can use a crayon, you can use a pencil, you can use a pen. I've got my eyes. I've got a nose. I made a triangle nose this time instead of a big circle nose. And I've got my mouth. And if I wanted to, I could put some lines that look like whiskers. So this is our cat. That's how we make a cat. It's almost the same as the way we made the dog. And like the dog, you can color this if you want. You can leave it white and it'll look like coconut. If we all remember coconut, we could have coconut and golly. But that's how we make a cat and a dog. I hope some of you will try this. If you want to show us, that would be great. Miss Farna and I would love to see them. And I hope you guys are all staying safe and healthy and having a fun time with your family. See you later.